Hello everybody and welcome to this playthrough for Rookie Division with various wins. In this video I will talk to you on how I would like you to approach the specific holes. Obviously you don't have to do exactly what I'm saying, but there is a plan with the things that I'm talking about. Make sure to check out the info box on the right hand side for the club distance adjustment, elevation adjustment, also what ball and club type I suggest you to play with. If you do enjoy the free content here on the channel, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For those of you that do want to take that little extra step, look for our premium guides. The premium guides can only be found on patreon.com/golf-tommy. You have the link in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code. You don't have to be a top tier player to benefit from using guides in this game. We do have guides that ranges from all type of players, and for those that are, generally winging it, and for those that are extremely detailed. We take a lot of pride in helping thousands of players every single season in Golf Clash. So sign up and try for yourself how we will help you improve and have more fun with the game of Golf Clash. Now let's go to hole number 1. Hole number 1 is a fun par 4 in my opinion, because here we can actually go for an hole-in-one. Playing from front tee allows us to actually go for a rough bump in a crosswind and a tailwind, but you obviously have to have the correct amount of spins. And here we come once again, which you will hear many times in this video, that we come in a scenario where we're going to have to guess a lot because we do not have a good ball guideline. Adjust is max plus 20. I'm using 2 top spin and 2 right spin based on how the ball rolls out. We don't really need the 2 top spin. We definitely need, like, what can I say, like maximum half a bar of top spin, if even that. But it's still safe, and we're getting ourselves a short little wedge for the pin. For those of you that do have the possibility to play with 4 backspin or more, which you don't really have with the lower level clubs, but for those that do have that possibility, you can bounce over the bunker if you do not fancy the rough bump. On hole number 2, if we do have a crosswind or a tailwind, I will be playing with my sniper and go for a rough bump. And that's because I do believe that the rough bump is definitely, especially with the sniper that do have a nice ball guideline when playing rough bumps, that do have a very good chance for a drop. Playing with a long iron such as the backbone, if we do have a tailwind as a rough bump, is not really something that I would recommend. I would, if so, recommend to bounce on the fairway before the rough and bounce up towards the pin. But the rough bump is by far the best chance for a drop here, in my opinion. We are very close to min clubs. We're playing min distance with 10% elevation. Ball clips the rough, rolls up the green, and we're dropping nicely dead center for the hole-in-one. For hole number 3, you can see me playing with a quarterback level 7. I'm using all the top spin, which is a little bit more than 3 bars, it looked like, and as much right spin that I can with a quasar. Adjust is going to be mid plus 10. Sorry about that. You can see that in the info box I do suggest a katana ball instead of a quasar. Why is that? It's because the katana will give you more power on the approach, which means that your max club will be closer to pin. It's going to give you more room, and also that it does have 3 right spin, which I do think is helpful, especially if you do have a wind coming right to left. Now, we do have like the 3 top spin here that we're using, and whilst that works, we have loads of room on the second fairway, so there's nothing wrong by using another driver that gives you more top spin. So let's say like even a lower level extra mile with a 4.5 bars, so top spin would reach you a little bit longer, and then you wouldn't be that far away from the pin. Now, again, if we would be rolling a little bit further, we would be closer to hole. If we would be having a ball with more power, such as katana, we would be a little bit closer to hole. And that would open up more possibilities here. Now we are forced to bounce on the fairway. I do personally enjoy having a rough bump there on the top left to attack the pin, which is not really that aggressive because there's so much rough to work on that you have loads of room. But again, as we are going so short on the drive, we are forcing ourselves to just go with this type of bounce up play. And for me, this type of bounce up play, especially with a ball guideline that is not fully developed, it's gonna be such a hit or miss, and it's very easy to miss so much that I'm doing here in the video. Hole number one, we are going to play straight down the fairway. Those of you that do have a driver with a lot of power combined with having the possibility to play with a powered 5 ball, you can go for green here. But if you do not have that, then you have to lay up. And I'm using my extra mile together with a navigator, using some topspin together with the one right spin. Almost half a ball of right curl. Adjustment is max plus 10. There is loads of fairway to play on, so make sure to give yourself room left, right, and obviously at the top there. But I would say the closer we are towards the green, the easier the drop for the eagle is gonna get. Because if you are a tournament player that are looking for the top spot in your group, then this is a hole that you can obviously miss it, but it's definitely going to be negative for your final position, because this is a shorter par 4 where we do want to have a good chance for an eagle, and it will always be a good chance for an eagle as well. Ball guideline to hole here, 10% elevation, true club distance here. We are somewhere between the minimum and medium distance of our clubs, so we're not going to adjust much. I think I adjust like 0.8 rings here for the 2.4 miles per hour. Perfect ball, lands on the fringe, rolls up the green and dropping dead center for the eagle. Take your game to the next level with our ultimate tournament text guides for the Coastal Horizons 9-hole Cup. In this 9-hole Cup, we are doing a Master Division guide, and as always, free-to-play ball alternatives on every single hole, combined with some payball alternatives as well. Catering not only to the max clubs, going down to Apocalypse of 5+, going down to Extra Mile level 9, obviously, some other clubs when it comes to playing the par 3s. The good thing with this 9-hole Cup is that for those of you that do have it included in your package, will obviously get it included for this one as well. For those that do have a package, or for those that do not have a package, make sure to read the package description to make sure to get into a cup package that do include the 9-hole Cup, but obviously the 18-hole Cups as well. Last but not least, nowadays you can do a one-time purchase on our platform, so if you're only looking to get access to this particular tournament and no other tournament, then you can buy access to this particular tournament via our shop on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, or via the latest post that we do have on the platform as well. So make sure to check it out. Coastal Horizons 9-hole Cup. Use the link in the description down below or scan the QR code. For hole number 2, Santa Ventura. Here we're going to play very similar to what we have been doing in the Golden Shot. So for those of you that have been playing the Golden Shot medium of the Santa Ventura, will recognize this type of setup. So before spin, we have the bottom of the yellow ring by the fringe and fairway line, ball guideline to point towards the hole, and then we're applying spins. For backspin is what we're using in this particular angle, and we are then doing an adjustment that is max plus 10. So once we have made the adjustment, you will see here now that we're going to have the first bounce on the fringe and the ball bouncing itself up towards the hole. And this will always be a solid chance. In a worst case scenario, you will be just around the pin and get yourself a safe birdie. But if you are lucky, you will do as I'm doing in the video, getting a hole in one. For hole number 3, we are going to go with our quarterback. And we're using 3.8 topspin and 2 left spin, which is the maximum topspin with our quarterback level 8. If you do not have a quarterback that is level 7 or better, then you can always play with another driver that do give you the power and the topspin, such as a low level extra mile, for an example. Max plus 10 is the adjustment using outside wall left curl, and the reason for that is to stay away from the rough on the right. We do want to get the ball centered down the fairway. On the second shot, we are going to try to get into the funnel. Now, when we do not have a good ball guideline with our Grizzly, that's going to be a little bit more complex than what it would be if we do have, let's say, a Grizzly level 7 plus, or we do actually play with the Sniper. The Sniper you can play with if you do have a shorter drive than what we have. But now I'm trying to just eyeball to get into the funnel, which is going to be approximately where I do aim with my club there. No elevation on the approach here, as you can see that we are on the same height as the pin with our ball. Perfect ball bounces on the fairway and then just onto the green, light we aim, takes the funnel down and dropping dead center for the Albatross. Hole number 7, we are going to go down on the left-hand side using the 4.5 bar top spin and 1 right spin. I'm using a navigator because I do feel that there is value in reducing the wind as much as we can, especially for the approach. Now, obviously, you can play with many different type of balls here, but it's my personal choice to go with a navigator in this scenario. Max plus 10 is the adjustment. Simple, center the ball and let the ball roll down the fairway without risking going into the rough on the right and the bunker on the left. On the second shot, we are then looking to play with our backbone, and the backbone is long iron that you do get to upgrade fairly quickly in the beginning of stages of the game. Obviously, if you do have a Grizzly level 7 plus or a B52 level 7 plus, I would recommend to use that instead. And the reason for that is because you do have a better ball guideline and also better accuracy, but especially the ball guideline will then help you not having to guess how the ball is gonna bounce here now on the fringe, because that's the difficult part in my opinion. If you're gonna have to guess how the ball is gonna roll out, you are going to be inconsistent. It's just how it's going to be. So many cases, especially with shots like this, I believe it's definitely way more difficult to drop shots consistently with having a poor ball guideline. Now, we're not endangering anything, we're getting the birdie, but in the end, obviously, we do want to push as hard as we can for an eagle. On hole number 5, this is a tough par 3 in my opinion, and here we do have a replay that goes with 1 right spin and half a bar of a backspin. What we're looking for here now is to get this ball guideline to be short of the hole, so it's not going to show the rollout, but pointing at the hole. That's obviously a difficult thing to do from this distance, because it's, the ball guideline's position is definitely very subjective from here. Adjust min plus 20. We are using a 20% elevation for this particular par 3. Now, when you do drop down into the sand, you can either compensate for that by using overpower or push up, or you already have bundled that one in your complete setup by, having the aim point to compensate for that, which we do have in this replay. Ball bounces on the fairway, goes over the bunker and rolls down, dropping nicely for the hole-in-one. Hole number 6, we're gonna play down the right-hand side here. Sure, you can play the left-hand side if you would so like, but then you're gonna have to play with a different driver. The benefit from playing the right-hand side is that it's gonna make it as conservative as you possibly can, whereof it's a little bit more aggressive on the left-hand side due to having to bounce over the water. 3 top spin, 3 left spin, and we're using some curl to push the ball in left. We're using our quarterback, and we are doing a max plus 10, getting to around 300 yards. From there, we're gonna play with our sniper. Now I can see we do not have the sniper here on the second shot. We're gonna have it there, and we're gonna play this one as a bounce over, and it's gonna be no elevation here for the sniper. And you can see that I'm playing with no spin. So I'm trying to simplify this second shot as much as possible. For those that do want to go a little bit more aggressive. You can play for a rough bump a little bit higher up if you would so like. Not something you have to do, but it's something that is definitely possible. Perfect ball it is, and it bounced on the fairway up onto the green, and we're missing just left. But this is definitely a good chance for an albatross. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this playthrough for Rookie Division here with various wins, giving you my best advice on how to attack and these holes that we are playing. You can find more free content on our website golf-tommy.com, but if you are a player that are looking for premium content, then you should go to patreon.com/golf-tommy to check out our premium guide for tournament, tour play, and checkpoint challenge. You can see for yourself there how much that will improve your game and make you a better player, because that's what it's all about. I want you to enjoy the game even more, and that you can do together with our premium guides. Sign up, try for yourself, and see how that will help you out. Again, link in the description down below, or you scan the QR code to go to the platform. Thank you once again for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.